Okay, we're live, I guess. Yeah, and we already got people in the chat. What's going on with that? Yeah, it's either really quick or I've been doing something wrong. Uh, what is going on, everybody? Hey, I'm gonna try something new here today, right now. I'm making dinner. I figure you could join me and we could catch up with some things that I'm doing on the channel. Uh, Chat's over there, keeping an eye on it. I am listening to music, and I'm gonna be. This is my workstation, and I got a little recipe and everything. Look, bam. So I'm gonna be reading to myself and trying to figure things out and trying not to mess this up horribly. Right? We'll see how it works out. Right? I don't have a lot of faith here. So let's see, who do we got in the chat? We got Talon. What's up, man? What's going on? Sam, what's it? Nice to see you. Ray Leah. What's going on, Shuffle? All right. So I've already done a lot of prep work, so we're not going to worry too much about that. This is not. This is. Oh, and let me know as always. Audio. How's the audio working? Too loud, too much. Am I yelling? Am I shouting? I feel like I'm shouting. But let me know. So I've done some prep work here. This isn't a tutorial. I am not teaching you to cook. I'm not. I am not accepting that responsibility. And as I said, I'm following directions. So it wouldn't be me teaching you anything. Anyways, I got pot over here. It's supposed to be boiling. It is not boiling as of yet, but we'll get there, right? So, uh, also, thank you, Tal. What's going on? Here we go. I just like that feature, man. That's why I keep using SteamYard. I may actually pay for it one day, but I like the feature. So yeah, there we go. Okay. As always, let me know if you got questions. You can hit me up. I did want to let you know, as some of you probably noticed, what am I making? That is an excellent question. I'm not 100% sure here. We got some delicious tofu. That's right. We got some tofu. Can't judge me. We got some asparagus, cucumber, radishes. Uh, what we got here? We got some onions and some garlic. And we got some white sesame seeds and some tornado sugar. That's not how you say it. It's not tornado. I don't even know, but I'm not going to attempt that. So we got some tamari soy. We got some rice vinegar here in the bottle. We got some sesame oil. Sounds delicious. We have some rice noodles. That's what the water's for. Figured it out. Rice noodles. Cool. And then we have my after work beverage of choice. At least for today. Okay. Let's see. I think we've done this. I've got the water going, as I said. Yeah, and I'm going to be reading the instructions. I am not a master at this. Oh, jeez, the chat's. What are we making? Huge fan. Hey, Ramirez, thank you for joining us. Let's see, who else? I'm missing it. Christopher, what's going on? I got water boiling, so we're not at. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun juggling all this. What's going on, Christopher? Hey, I'm glad you're here. Maria, hello. Hello. And what are we making? I do rice, noodles, and so like a stir fry of some sort. Pretty healthy. I'm like 75% plant-based diet. Like 70, it's about 75. I'm not completely, it's not my thing, like to go completely. But it is something I do like to eat healthy if I can. And I was looking at my grocery bills. Hey, Mel, thank you for joining us. I'm going to throw that up there. What's going on? Appreciate you. Thanks for joining. And so I was looking at my grocery bill, and then I was looking at one of those food services, right, that they deliver fresh, healthy food to you, and then you can just, and it's, it's fresh, it's clean, it's like going to the store every day, except you don't have to, right? And they send you about a week's worth, and then you, bam, cook it up. You do that. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm putting together. So that's what we're doing. Hello, Journey of Me. I know that's not your name, but you know what? I go with what the screen name is, because you got to respect what name is shown, I think, or how someone identifies on YouTube or anything. Well, whatever. We won't get into all of it. But I did want to update you all on the channel. I'm sure some of you who have been with me for a while have noticed the channel name change, and the icon changed a bit. And I just want to explain that, let you know, there's still going to be Jedi stuff on here because I'm just making the channel me. So it means we're going to be diversifying a bit. There's going to be still meditations and stuff like that. In fact, what I'm testing out here is perhaps a nightly live stream where we do a practice. And it's going to be a nightly reflection. And it's just an exercise that I'm trying out for this new thing that I'm working on. And basically every night you chill, you relax, you close your eyes, and then you, in your mind's eye, you visualize your day from the very beginning and go through it and visualize yourself, doing that. You like waking up and getting out of bed, brushing the teeth, things like that, getting your cup of whatever morning drink you prefer and things like that. And you work through the day without judgment, but it helps work your memory. It helps keep you, grounded in your daily life. It helps you keep track of what you're really doing in your day and what all that. It has purpose. It has point. And like I said, the thing that I'm working on now, it should be really good. It works really well for that. So, but yeah, so this is testing this out because I might do this more if, whatever. But if you still got Jedi, it's not like any of that. Some of you did see that I retired from the Jedi community. And yeah, I retired from the Jedi community. So I'm outros from that. But that doesn't change me being a Jedi. It's still my life. It just means I get to focus on other things. I don't have to spend time dealing with community stuff anymore and worrying about all like administration duties and content creation for Jedi specifically. It means I get to have fun and do whatever. And now you're just going to get more OP, I guess. Congratulations. I don't know how that works. Anyways, almost got that bowling going. I'm getting there. So and if any time you guys, if someone doesn't like their comment, shown on here, feel free to say, please don't show my comments, and I will do that. And hopefully, I would like to do something a little bit more regular. I'm really bad at it just because my life and my moods and things kind of, they fluctuate. And sometimes I just don't want to do that stuff. So, hello there. Thank you for joining us Forever Spring. Thank you. And so, yeah. So we're getting there. Don't worry. Let me see if I can be doing something else, or if I should be doing something else during this time. You're free to chat. You're free to ask questions. You're free to, Jedi stuff, personal stuff, Zoism stuff, spiritual stuff. Hit me, all that good stuff. We're still doing all that. So, bug me about new videos if we were supposed to do a video or something like that. Okay, I did all that. Add to a medium bowl. Oh, I can do that. I can do that right now. We're going to start whisking some stuff up. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Moving you. Work attire. So no judgment there either. Or with the hair. It's hat hair. I wear different hats at work. For those of you who have seen my Instagram, you've probably seen a couple. All right. Sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil. There we go. Lots of oil. I'm sure oil is good for you. I don't actually know. I'm not healthy in the way like I actually know what's good for you, so that's why I'm not doing any cooking recommendations. I'm guessing sesame oil is good for you, but I feel like tamari soy is probably salty, right? Like high in salt content or something. I don't know. As I said, I don't know. If there's a nutrition person in there, hit us up. Let us all know. Rice vinegar. That's it. Sounds woo. Sounds delicious. Okay, what else we got? White sesame seeds. Why has it got to be white? Why are we making it? Why are we doing that? Huh? I think we can be inclusive here. All right. And then the sugar, the tornado sugar, turbando, turando. Do not count on me to pronounce anything ever at any time. You can just ask Truffles. She knows well. All right. And then we whisk. All right. Let's see. Anything on the chat? What do we got going on in the chat as I whisk? I hope everyone is safe. That's very. I'm gonna put that up. That gets up. Boop. All right. I hope everyone is safe. True that. Me too. I hope everybody's doing okay in this really weird, crazy time. We got boiling water finally. All right. Cool. Hang out there for a second. I started my whisking a little late. All right. It's a crazy year, right? Crazy time. I think the seeds of change and revolution and some good stuff is coming. But like all things, all growth is painful, right? All growth, whether it's spiritual growth, personal growth, trauma, all that. Like we go through things, and to get to the other side, to exit that tunnel, sometimes it gets a little tough, gets a little hectic. But that's where we're at. We'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it, everybody. Sorry, we're gonna pick a Jedi. I'm gonna find a Jedi-like term for everybody. You know that I'm gonna do that because since I've rechanged the channel, not everybody here is a Jedi, and I want to respect that. But I'll come up with something. Planets, gods, and gods still feel. Yeah, it's not neutral enough for me. I don't like it. We'll think of something. Zoists. No, not everybody's a Zoist. Can't do that. Okay. We got a question. And the chat's going. Not paying attention here. I'm whisking. I wanted to ask on a stream, what would you say has been the most consistent difficulty for you in living as a Jedi? The most consistent difficulty. I don't know. There's a couple of things that are constant for me, but those are like personal things. Like I deal with anxiety and depression. Those are pretty constant challenges. It's hard to, as most people know who deal with depression, like motivation becomes like a real factor with that, and so just doing the simple 5 practices, and of course when those things hit, the 5 practices and the tenets and things like that is what you need to rely on most, because it really helps you get through it. But what's constantly difficult for me is diplomacy, in a sense, because diplomacy is very nuanced. It's very challenging. All right, we got that. What are we doing here? Hang on. We're going to add the rice noodles to this boiling water. And then we're going to remove the pot from heat and cook, stirring occasionally for 8 to 10 minutes. I prefer 8 because I'm a bit of a al dente kind of a person. I like noodles with a little bit of crunch to them. That's my preference. Okay. So consistently is diplomacy, because diplomacy is a very nuanced subject. Diplomacy doesn't just mean being nice, right? It doesn't just mean saying things in a nice way. One of the things that I'm working on. All right. One of the things that I'm there off removed from heat. Cool. One of the things that I'm working on in the 5 virtues, I believe it is, that I have listed. It is, let's not drop things on the ground. It is listed as kindness. You should always have like kindness is a virtue, but kindness isn't always nice, but it should always be gentle, right? There's that balance in diplomacy. You're not always going to say the nice thing, but it should always be gentle. That doesn't mean, funny enough, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be firm, right? Like that's one of those things. It's like having boundaries and things like that. Like if someone acted up here, I'll tell them, I'd be like, hey, what you did was a learning opportunity for you. You crossed the line, and it was a very big line. And what you did cannot be forgotten. And it definitely has to, forgiveness is that tricky subject. So you crossed the line, and you're going to have to learn from that. You're going to have to grow from that. And here's some things I recommend, but you're no longer allowed to be here. You are no longer allowed to partake. Maybe in the future, you might be allowed back. But at this point, you're done. That's the line. It's been crossed. You're gone. Now, that's firm, but it should be gentle as well. You should use it as a teaching opportunity. You should allow growth, but at the same time, and that's hard for me, especially when I deal with Jedi, especially when I deal with other Jedi, because when someone says they're a Jedi, I hold them to that standard. And if they come at me sideways while they're a Jedi, my diplomacy gets really iffy because I'm, so I mean I think that's one of my constant difficulties. But the Jedi path is one of those things that's very simplistic in its core. People want to make it complex, this and that. Jedi circle, man, don't make it any tougher than it has to be. APBP test, Jedi circle, Jedi method, boom, done. Go live it. You'll be a Jedi master in no time. I promise you that. Without the title, but you will be. You'll be living it. But it does get difficult in the repetition, and it gets kind of boring. Your practices, you're doing them every day. It gets routine, and you kind of let it go. That's also a constant difficulty, right? Embracing that, like, no, these are important, and these do have effects on you and things like that. So all of that. Okay, where are we at? And I like the chat's moved on without me. So let's see if I can go back. Okay. What's everyone having for dinner? That's also a good question. I like tornado sugar bread. That's a good question for those who, and yeah, I like tornado sugar better too. I am putting people on the spot. What do we have here? We got pizza pocket for dinner. Shame on you. No, I'm just playing. No shaming. Let's see, having pizza. So we got a pizza theme going on here. Everybody else having pizza? Happy birthday to your son, Mel, because he right? I got that right? No. Yeah, Mel. Happy birthday. 15, big age. So happy birthday. With pronunciations, I am not thing, but how are you? I'm doing good. I hope you are doing well as well. Love this conversation. Comparison is the thief of joy. True that. All right. And there we go. All right. Yeah, no problem. It's all thing. Hey, we all have our own time frames. I used to go to a bar with a friend after work at 6 a.m. and we'd have a drink after work at 6 a.m. And that was just because we worked. Yeah, that's when we got off. So That was our celebratory thing. So time is up. Well, time itself is kind of linear, is moving. We can monitor it. It's still very much the way we measure it is human construct, right? The way we measure time on Earth obviously is different than how we would measure it on Titan and things of that nature, right? Like, yeah. So whatever. All right, here we go. We got that on there, and that's. Oh, I didn't hit start. Well, that's always bad. Okay. Then we're just gonna drain and rinse that. So we actually have a little bit of time. I'm gonna change this. I'm pretty sure we can get away with that. I think we've wasted a lot of time. I'm probably closer than that. Oh well. Then we drain, we rinse, we add stuff in, and we cook it. That shouldn't be too long. This doesn't seem too long. So yeah, diplomacy, one of those great topics, right? Like diplomacy doesn't have any one way to be approached. The way we speak to people will change from culture to culture. And that's something else that I'm working on. That's my new project. It's about cultural lenses and how we view things through our own cultural lenses. Now, remember that culture is not just location and not just ethnicity or any of that nature, but it's also our time period as well as our socioeconomic status. That plays into culture as well. You can be born at the same time in the same city, but if you're in different tax brackets, you're going to have different cultural experiences. So that's also something we have to take into account, and it's great to learn and explore and have those things. But it also changes how you'll talk to people. You talk if you're doing diplomacy, so you're trying to reach maybe not a compromise, but a certain level, maybe a compromise. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But if you're trying to reach that, the way you would approach person A and person B from the same city and different tax brackets is probably going to be a little bit different. Your approach is going to be a little bit different. The vernacular you use might be a bit different. What you're saying, what you're trying to get across, your compromise that you're trying to get to won't change. Your principles won't change. Your general, results that you're looking for won't change. But how you approach, tone of voice, meeting place, things of that nature, the things you connect with, right, will probably change. So, hang on here. What do we got? And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's, you don't need to know about that. Anyways, so hang on. I'm looking for a tool. I'm looking for a tool over here, guys. Where's my tool? No? Okay. We will, along with this, we'll use that. All right? We can improvise. We can do that. So how you speak and how you approach someone is going to change a little bit. And that's the beauty of diplomacy. Diplomacy isn't any one thing. It's not any one lesson. It's not any one way of talking to people. It's about, it's the more you know about a person's culture, the further you will get in diplomacy. That's why, in Zoism, we like, culture's huge. In the Jedi way, culture's huge because of diplomacy. It's a big deal. You will never reach any sort of diplomatic resolution if you don't know how to talk to someone and how to connect with someone on their level. So you need to do that, and you need to be able to adjust and be fluid, because everybody has a different way of looking at the universe. Everybody has a different way of expressing what their bliss is, or what their spirituality is, or what their philosophy is, and things of that nature, right? Everybody, and I think we can all agree, at least people here, that as much as philosophy, or let's go with spirituality, right? How you might view the universe, or the force, right? The force. It's a great term that transcends both of my projects. how you view the Force, what you call it, that's a cultural lens, right? That's why we have so many names, because this spirit, this energy, this grand thing is a mosaic of the most beautiful kind. But through our different cultures, each culture, each window that we have, both location, path, like the words we use, the religion or whatever that we choose to view it from, and the time and place we choose to view it from, it's going to give us a slightly different view of that same mosaic. But we're not going to be able to see all of it. Like, humans are not capable of seeing it all. They can't see the whole picture. It's just never going to happen, right? I mean, it might, like way off in the future, but I'm going to take this up. But everybody kind of has their own view of that mosaic, and they have their own view of a tile piece. And as we explore and share our different lenses, we get a better understanding. We get a better understanding of that mosaic, of that picture. We won't see it all. We won't understand it all, but we will get a better understanding. And not only that, we get a better understanding of people in our lives and people around us and other people in the world. How they view it speaks a lot about them and their culture and things like that. It's a great learning experience. But we're all talking about that one single source. We're just using different cultural lenses to view it from, and then we use our different cultural, lingo to explain it, to talk about it. I don't know if I need that hot. So, yeah. All right. Is the chat going? No. We're good? I'm good. All right. So, as always, again, if you have questions, comments, concerns, blah, 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 you are allowed to voice those. I'm going to rinse this because I'm supposed to rinse this. All right, let that drain a bit. Okay, where are we at? Chat, still good? Everybody quiet? Everybody good? Everybody all right? Okay. Let me read my directions, make sure overcook the noodles a little bit because I did not pay attention. Gotta watch those details too, Jedi. It's -5 Jedi awareness points for me, huh? Gotta keep track of that stuff. All right, so we're gonna add all that stuff into the large pot over medium-low. So it's always a great medium-low. All right, so that will be this. Let's see, this time I can remember, huh? Okay, we're gonna set that up. Divide with 5 spice tofu. So what am I tossing in? I'm tossing in the asparagus, the diced tofu, and the rice noodles, and the sesame seed sauce. Sesame sauce. All right, cool. Who else do we get? What is it? Hello, I just joined. I missed a lot of the conversation. Well, one of the beautiful things is you're able to catch up at some point, right? And the conversations have, it's been, diplomacy, I guess? So, okay. Now I'm hungry. Grab something to eat. Grab something to eat. Pizza seems to be the theme for tonight. So grab some pizza bagels or I don't know. Okay. Obviously, that's not what I'm having. In case catching people up. I have a great recipe for pad thai. Pad thai. Sounds delicious. You should share it. I don't know. Or I don't know. I don't know if you can share it in there. It sounds like a lot, but So let's see here. Okay, we're good. We're gonna throw that in there. Oh, okay. Oh man, give me some of those seeds. Holding out on me. All right. What did this say? What did this say? Oh yeah, here's our chopped stuff. Wait. Okay, that's as close as I'm getting. I'm gonna spill something for real. Okay, so we're gonna toss in those and the asparagus. Get in there. And oops, was not supposed to throw those in. Oh well, I think we'll live. Okay, and then the tofu. Put your butt in there. Any tofu fans? I'm not, like, the texture's weird for me. You know? And I did not slice these up in a manageable. This should have been cut up way better than that. Jeez Louise. Way better than that. Okay. That's all right. Do it this way. This is real chef stuff right here. All right, start. All right. So where are we at? What are we doing? I make the dressing from scratch. Made a big Caesar salad for dinner. Made the dressing from scratch. I like going where restaurants make it from scratch in front of you. I always think that's cool. Oh, that's the worst. Groceries never showed up. I'm still waiting on them. See? Huh? Pizza's the night, man. Tonight's the night for pizza. You're very organized. I mean, yeah, I get it all in one place. Otherwise, I'm like seriously lost. I'm one of those people that tends to work in chaos. Like, yeah, if it's not organized, it's bad juju on my part. I gotta be. Otherwise, it's just chaos. It's one of the two. We're either very organized or I am completely just making it up, as I go. This is not. I needed a different utensil, and I never found it. Did I leave it somewhere? See, I'm not organized. Can't find my my noodle mixer, my noodle spoon. What is it called? Anybody know that? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Never tried tofu myself. Yeah. I tried cooking. Let's see. We're just gonna go down. So, yes and no. It's don't be fooled. Never tried tofu. That's interesting. Hey, little spider buddy, you need to go back. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Tried cooking with tofu once. Turned out terrible. It seems very, very temperamental. And then I love tofu. Cool. See. It all depends, really. Like I'm a texture person, so it all really depends on how it's cooked and prepared and things of that nature. So yeah, that's my deal. That's my bag. Yeah, but I don't mind it in most cases. But I don't know. It's nothing. It's it's all about how it's prepared. That's the thing with tofu. It's all about how it's prepared. It's all about what you're serving it with and how it's prepared and everything like that. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know. But I guess that's true for most food, right? All right. Is this just mix stuff enough. I know, guys. I know. Relax. I get there. All right. Bam. And then what are we doing? Divide that. Divide that. Hit it, buddy. And then we just top with sliced cucumber and sliced radish and the green scallions that I already threw in. So I'm just gonna top that. Bam, bam, bam. Top that. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. That looks properly topped. Right? You don't know. You can't see it. You have no idea. It could not be properly topped. You would have no idea. Tofu usually needs some attention before you cook it. This stuff looks ready to go. No, that was nice of them. Yes. This service that I got, they tend to give you stuff ready to go, so it's not as bad. This one's a little more intricate in the meals you have to make. So let's see where are we at. Okay. What service did you end up going with? This is a purple carrot, which not a recommendation, right? But this is purple carrot, and it's not bad. It's a little on the high end, I feel, and some of their recipes are a little over the top, you know. But overall, I've been all right with it, and it comes in like here. I'll show you. Like it comes in these, you get like these little things that pretty well prepared for you, right? Hey, that's that sugar. Yeah, bam. Tornado sugar. That's how my brain works. So it comes with that. It comes with the, just what you're making for your meal, so you're not wasting stuff, right? Like the cucumber that comes with it is just enough for that, and then so you're not wasting it. The radish that you get is just enough for the meal that you're making. So everything is proportioned out, and it's pretty easy to make. It's pretty quick, and it's not like I said. I was going through my budget on how much I was actually spending, especially when I was like, I want to go more plant-based. I want to go healthy. What was that costing me in the grocery store with waste? Because if you don't use stuff right away, right? If you're doing that, and time, how many trips to the grocery store? How often am I going? Am I going to be in the mood to go certain nights? Things like that, right? After working 8+ hours in the sun and the dirt, physically and mentally, you kind of at the end of the day you're a little right? And that's why videos spotty lately. It's my bad. I need to really stay on top of it. But that's what it, so weighing everything, I started looking at food services. I went with Purple Carrot to try out first. I know someone who has done a few of these, and she recommended a different one that I'm probably going to look into to see. She says the meals are just as healthy, but it's a little quicker to make. They're not as extravagant as some of the meals that you can get with Purple Carrot. But if you have the time and you like making things and you like getting a little fancy with it, and it works for your budget, go that way. But it does work for me. It is well. Here. That looks really neat. It is, but again, everybody's got to judge that kind of stuff for themselves. And then it comes with it tells you, how to prepare each meal. So I get it weekly, and so it tells you get a book that says for each thing, and you get each package has the various stuff, and you just work with that, and there you go. Boom, done. So, all right, everybody. So I think we updated everything. There's going to be a little bit of changes with the channel. Again, it's not removal of Jedi stuff. I still have the 5 Jedi realist books for Jedi philosophy that I'm going to do, and the 5 canon books, the 5 fictional canon books for Jedi philosophy, if you want to check those out. The philosophy one, or the canon, the official canon, I'll probably do pre-recorded, but I'm thinking about doing the 5 Jediism, or 5 Jedi realists, or whatever title or term you want to use. Think about doing that one live, so we can kind of like chop it up a bit, and people can voice their opinions if they've had those books or not. I might put up a poll on our community thing to figure that out. Feel free to voice your opinion now. We will probably be ending this within the next 5 minutes or so, mostly because food, and then I have adult responsibilities to do, which is, and also, yeah, well, if people enjoyed this, I don't know, if people enjoyed this, we'll probably try to do a couple more of these. Throw these in. That way we can just get more content and keep the channel going, even though I'm tired and like I don't feel like making a Jedi video, or I don't feel like making a meditation video. Also, I do want to see about kind of doing that nightly reflection exercise, and we could do it all together. It's kind of a boring video, right? Because I'm going to be sitting there eyes closed, but at the same time, I guess I could talk through prompts, make sure that we're moving along. I don't know. We'll try it out. We'll see how that goes. So again, let me know. This is a growing process. We're doing this together. Member input. And we got to think of a name too. I'm not going to call everybody a Jedi. We need a good member name for people that I can just, so I can lump you guys all in together. Let's see what we got. I hope you do more of these in the future. It was nice just to hang out with everyone. Have a good night. Have a good night, Christopher. I will look to do so. Oh, someone came. Hey, Jamie. Thank you for joining us. As for slipping out. You're probably going to have to watch a replay on this. I'm so sorry. We did have some conversations. But yeah, let me know. I'll look to do more of these. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be on my schedule. I want to do these. I want to catch people in other time zones and other places in the world, but I don't know. We're just going to probably have to, I don't know how we're going to do that. So right now, these are going to be on my schedule, and I'm sorry for the people who miss them, because I do like everybody joining and being a part of the chat and the exchange and stuff. But yeah, so I'll look to do, let's recap here. Okay. Because also exercise. So I'll look to do more of these videos if I can, with the dinner and the food, and we'll talk about that stuff. And then I will look to do a nightly reflection, which would be later. So that might not work for some of you. But again, this all goes up to YouTube. It stays on the channel, so you can catch up with it and use those videos whenever works for you, right? Technically, I would only need to record one, right? I would only need to record one and then just leave it up there, and every night you could reuse it. But again, I kind of want to set up a kind of working together and doing things. I want to work on that. I want to work on, doing this stuff together. So, and I like this format. Easier to engage in conversation mode. All right. Yeah. Hey, awesome, man. I'm down with that. And yeah, if you guys have questions, again, Zoism, Jediism, Opiism, feel free, man. We're gonna make this feel free all Jedi. I don't know. Indomitables. I don't know. We'll think of something, right? Yeah. So again, exchange. Channel's changing just a tiny bit, but not. It's just gonna be more of kind of like this. We're just going to be doing more hanging out and getting to know each other and being a part of each other's lives and exploring stuff. We're going to be exploring more spirituality. As I said, cultural lenses. We're going to be doing more of that cultural lens exploration and things like that, which are still going to relate to core things. I do have a document that I'm working on that I'm eager to share with you guys, and we'll go point by point and go through that. Have fun with that, right? But yeah, so we'll do that. Where are we at? Cool. I still got technically 2 minutes, so you're stuck with me for like 2 minutes. And then, or you guys don't feel you have to stay if you guys got to hop out. As a couple of people already had to hop out. So we'll do that. Still going to be working on meditation videos when I have the chance, like pre-recorded ones, put those up because we're still doing stuff with Insight Timer. Insight Timer actually has 4 of our latest videos that are already on our YouTube channel, but I put up those on our Insight Timer. So Insight Timer should be getting 4 new, hopefully if they pass, right? If they pass, should be getting 4 new meditations that you can find on our YouTube channel and on Insight Timer. You could join us there. But so I'm still doing that. So that means we're still doing videos. We're still doing that. So yeah, that's that. And I think we're good. I think we're all caught up. Thank you, everybody for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for engaging in conversation and bringing the good energy, bringing those good vibes. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody being respectful to each other. Love that. Love that. That's the culture we're going for. We create our own cultural lens as well. And that's what this was about. We'll have a respectful culture. All right. So that's everything. We're good. Cool. I will catch you all. Where's my end broadcast? So I'm not staring at the screen. All right. Let's see if I can do this. All right, everybody. I will catch you next time, and we'll figure out when we're going to do more of these videos. And no, see, and I messed it up. Had my little thing and everything. All right. Thanks everyone. I will enjoy my dinner. See, almost it. Okay, cool. We will hang out more, everybody. Okay, have a good night or day or whatever it is, and we'll do more of this. All right. Thanks, Talon. Have a good one. And we're ending it. See, it's still, I got to get used to this. This is bad. This is one of those awkwards when you're having the conversation. You're like, bye. I'm like, bye. Well, I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'll talk to you later. See you soon. Okay, there. Bye. All right. Bye.